Welcome to day 3, everybody. This is exciting. Everything's kind of coming together. So, the first thing I'm doing today is I'm making myself a big old coffee. I'm going to go shopping at the grocery store. Come with me while I get my coffee ready. We're going to go to the grocery store. We're going to get some of the ingredients that I put from my Deglaze app onto my phone. And so we're going to do that. And there's 2 more things that I need to do today so that I can actually start baking tomorrow. This is kind of exciting. Okay, first of all, I've had some people and they're like, but Colleen, like, are you going to be eating all of this baking stuff? You know, is it January, New Year, New You, lose weight? Pish posh, I don't do those kind of resolutions. um, I'm not going to be eating all of the stuff that I make. Obviously, I'm going to be sharing it with friends and family. But like I said, it's a chance to use ingredients that I already have. So when I go to the store today, I need to buy flour and sugar and fresh lemons. And that's it. That's all I got to buy. I have everything else here. So I'm going to get my coffee made. And then the other thing that I need to do, and I gotta kind of think about this a little bit more. So I showed you guys the area the other day where I have all of the baking pans, muffin tins, cookie sheets. And like I said, I still do want to leave this here because it's on these really cool racks that keep them all separated. This is packaging though. I'm either going to move this packaging somewhere else in the shelves and put all my mixing bowls here, or I'm going to make space in the kitchen area and put my mixing bowls there. So I haven't decided yet. So maybe the coffee will give me the inspiration as to what needs to happen with this. But before I do that, I'm going to have a coffee. I'm going to head to the grocery store and I will be back. So I'm excited for today. Today's going to be a good day. I feel like today's one of the first days where I don't feel like so heavy and so tired. Yeah, I went skiing with my dad yesterday and I think that was a nice break. My body is very sore today because I haven't skied in downhill skied in 15 years. So I'll tell you more about that later. Coffee, shopping, I'll be back.
Hey, so I'm at the grocery store, that superstore. I looked through all of the pricing online, so Costco, Uber Eats, everything like that. And Superstore had the best pricing for flour and sugar. So I'm just going to go and pick up 10 kgs of each one. And then that was really all I needed from my list of recipes. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay, I'm shopping. I decided go shopping, have my coffee when I come back because then I can just relax and have a coffee. But 2 things happened when I got to the grocery store. One, we had taken my vehicle to the grocery store. And I, hold on to your pants. I don't go to the grocery store very often. Like, hardly ever. Too many people. People doing peoply things. Ugh, gross. So, usually Jason goes to the grocery store. And so he took my vehicle. I didn't have my physical wallet with me. I just had my wallet with my credit cards and stuff in it. And you need a loonie to get the grocery cart. And we didn't have a loonie between us. And typically we both have cash on us, and we did not. So I got to the aisle where the flour and the sugar was. Realized that my puny little arms, they used to be strong, and I used to be able to carry a lot of stuff. There was no way I could carry 20 kilograms, 10 flour and 10 sugar with no grocery cart. So I still got a really great price. So I got 5 kg, just regular all-purpose flour, no name brand. I don't need a name brand. And I got 4 kg regular sugar And then my one recipe, I actually needed quite a bit of cake flour. So, and if the recipe works out, then I'll use this cake flour up. And some organic lemons because I needed zest for the lemon poppy seed recipe. So I went and got that pricing. So the flour for the cake flour was $6, which is funny because it's only, how many kgs is this? 2.5 kgs. The flour, regular all-purpose flour, $7, so 5 kgs. So it was good. If I had gotten the 10 kgs, I would have saved, I think, $1.50, but I couldn't carry it. And the sugar, which was also 5 kgs, I got for $6. So $6, $7, $6. So that's pretty good. And then the lemons were actually expensive, but we do some recipes in the crock pot with organic lemons where we slice them and put them in the crock pot and they flavor things really well. So that is an expense that I am okay to have. The other thing that I was thinking about was, so this area over here, I purposefully left not cluttered. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I can't work in a space that's super cluttered. Like, that's why all of these ingredients are single front facing. There's nothing in behind. They're just front facing. So I kind of have this, well, I don't want to put stuff underneath here and I don't want to put stuff on the shelf over here. I want to leave these spaces and I don't want to put something here. And a lot of that is just because I don't want to create clutter where I'm working, because this is the chocolate factory for chocolate season. But chocolate season, I mean, we won't be doing chocolate for a while now, so I can do some baking. So I'm going to start gathering all the bowls and the baking stuff, and I'm going to gather it all here. We're going to see what we have, and I'm going to figure out where I want to put it. Obviously, the most convenient spot is underneath here. I do have in this bottom shelf over here a lot of the mixing bowls. They're kind of in the back again because I'm not using them a lot for baking. They're just in the back there. So I'm going to go gather everything up, bring it here, and then I will figure out what I need to do. And then, of course, I need to wash this whole counter down again because, ew, a box from the outside. I don't know if all of you do this, but sometimes I see people and they'll bring like groceries from home and they'll take the grocery bags that have been out in the world and they'll put them on their countertop. And I'm just like inside, I'm like, please tell me you're washing that countertop down. It grosses me out. So this will all get sanitized and washed after I put all of these groceries away, and this box is Audi 500. And I was talking with my dad yesterday because he, the boxes that I showed you on the first day, all the packaging boxes that we've been saving that we then didn't need. He's the one that put them all in. They're actually in a big giant box, though they look really disheveled, but they're all in one giant box. And he was like, why are you saving those boxes if you don't need them? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good box. Doesn't it? You need a good box. I probably don't need that many good boxes. So that's my other project today is deal with the boxes, get all my baking stuff here organized. And I need one more thing I have to do. I'll remember later. I'll tell you guys later. Talk to you in a second. All right, so you can see what I mean, that I've got these, so they're these racks, and so they hold everything upright. So all the muffin tins and everything are there. This is actually cake pans, so pans with cakes. So spring corn pans in there. I cleaned off this space here, and I'll show you how many bowls I have. I think they're all going to go here. I think this makes the most sense, is to have them here. Then I can just grab all of the baking supplies from this room and take it into the place where I'm going to assemble everything. That way I feel like it's not stressing me out and all being in the way. So it'll be here. Okay, so I have to go and find all my bowls. So I had bowls kind of stuffed everywhere. I had these beautiful ones on top of that shelving unit. I didn't realize that inside this one, I have multiple bowls. Oh my gosh. And then silver bowls. I have every size of silver bowl you could imagine. I also have other glass bowls. I used to use these for chocolate, but they're way too hard to use now. So everything that I have for chocolate has a handle on it. So these are just the mixing bowls. But then, let's see, I'll show you here. This whole shelf here behind me here is all measuring cups. So I have 4-quart, 8-cup measuring cups all the way down to 1 cup. So these are all a bit dusty because I have not used these in a really long time. So I'm actually going to go give everybody just a quick rinse and wash. But the other thing that I want to show you, and I don't know if a lot of you have ever done this, but I love this. So you can go to like the dollar store, and I've had this for years, and you can buy these little, they're called like a hardware divider. I use this for all of my measuring spoons. So I basically have all of my measuring spoons in there. So measuring spoon, just washed this the other day, pop it in there, boom, boom, done. So this is always in one spot, which is great. So I'm never like, where's my teaspoon? It's right here. So this I'm going to get done. These I'm going to rinse off. And then I'm going to see if they fit over there. If they don't fit over there, though, I did actually, like I said, now that I've taken everything out of the bottom shelf there, I actually have space that I could put everything there. So I'm going to play around with it and see what makes the most sense. And then the other thing that I was going to tell you is frozen bananas. Do you have a frozen banana problem? I have a frozen banana problem. We're going to deal with that problem maybe today as well. So we'll see. We got boxes to do and cleaning, but this is going to get organized. Seriously, you guys, so many bowls. I got about 20 bowls here. I have a lot of stuff. So it's going to be exciting to have it all organized. Finally, I'm going to finish drinking my coffee. I'm going to organize. It's all good. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I cleaned this whole area out down here. This is where the bowls are going to go. I decided this makes much more sense to have them here than to have them in the other room. But the other room is now cleaned up too, so that's win-win. Okay, I'm just going to do one more thing today because I actually ended up going out to do some errands. I have an event coming up with Daisy Chain Book Company. We do our Devoured event. And so I had to go and get a few things done with that. So I just got back a little while ago. So I don't have time to do a bunch more stuff today, but all the bowls are going to be down there. They're just drying still. So I got those all washed. And I'm going to fill my Cambros with the flour and sugar that I bought. So 2 pro tips for you. First one, don't just dump your flour in. If you just dump it in, you'll make yourself a big old giant mess. So I typically just scoop from the bag in because I don't want flour flying up all over the place. So I'm going to fill these up. My second tip, some tape and label what it is. So funny thing, people will sometimes, what they'll do is they'll label the lid and they'll put the lid. But this flour, say I was to use both the all-purpose flour and the cake flour in the same recipe, and I took all the lids off, then I would have all the bottoms with the ingredients in it, and I'd be like, is that the cake flour or the all-purpose flour. So do yourself a favor and label both the lid and the container. Also, then it helps so that if you have everything stacked up, you'll be able to see labels forward. So as everything's stacked, and then when you have stuff sitting on the countertops here, you won't be able to see the label down below, but you can see the label on top. And then your lids and your bases are all matched. So there's a little tip for you. Tomorrow we're going to finish organizing, and I'm going to start putting together the first recipe. I think I'm probably going to do the lemon poppy seed cake first. So I hope that was helpful. The Cambro tips, the tips for your measuring spoons. I also have all my measuring cups all in one spot. So like the actual for dry ones, and then all the wet ones are behind me there. And yeah, once everything's dry, I'm going to just pile it all together. So that's the end of day 3. I hope you're having a wonderful week. And I am going to keep doing this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.